was saying is that, yeah, they wanted us to sign a 2-year lease, but it's kind of like that whole thing that we were talking about. It's like, oh, kind of like betting on yourself.
Yeah.
So then you're like, okay, well, I could get it with AC and it would be comfortable, but then what happens in 5 months is a long time, honestly.
Yeah.
5 months it doesn't seem like it's a lot, but 5 months is a really long time.
Especially in this business and industry, it's like quick moving.
Yeah, I mean, right now you could be doing your drop. 5 months later, there could be 500, 600 units that you could be dropping every 2 weeks.
You never know how big you're going to scale.
Yeah, so that's why you never want to, I don't want to lock in on anything. Like
Yeah.
I already locked in on the 1.5 years, and I was like, okay, that's cool, but I don't want to risk it. I knew it was going to be this hot. I knew it was going to be a little warm,
Yeah.
but I was just like,
Right now, because I'm feeling the fan, but it's
Yeah.
nice compared
well,
to what it could be.
just gets hot. They had it like this ugly like insulation stuff on top, and it's just like horrible. Like right now, at least you see exposed wood,
Yeah.
and we still need to put some more lights up. Well, there's a lot of lights. We just never turn them on because it's so hot. Yeah.
Me being in the field of work that I'm in, you got to have insulation, dude.
No, I know.
He's like, it was so ugly.
I know, but
Now it's hot.
it was like it was just like that, like aluminum. It looked like aluminum foil
Yeah.
covering everything. And then to me, aesthetics sometimes.
Aesthetic is important.
Yeah,
too.
so I was-
Especially when you have like
It's true.
clients filming here and stuff like that.
So I was like, aesthetics are more important.
Especially when you're filming a podcast in here.
Yeah, exactly. You know, I mean, right now it looks a little crazy, but it's pretty organized for the most part. We still need to do some other stuff. We're gonna start working on this shop more this year. I'm done with the other one pretty much.
Yeah.
I would say like I don't know how much more I can do to it,
Yeah.
but this one, is pretty much ready. And for the people that don't know, this is turnkey. We call it, it's coined by Nate. I hate to say it, but Nate coined the term T2. So
T2.
T2.
Yeah, so he coined the term T2. So it's stuck. So now we call this
I like it.
T2.
Yeah.
Yeah.
T2.
Yeah, because that's what it is. So
And that's T1?
yeah, it's T1 over there. Well, actually, yeah, T1, and then the other one is just turnkey.
So turnkey and T2.
Yeah, no, well, the other one, the one that you used to go with.
Oh,
was,
the
yeah.
OG one.
Yeah, that's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because that's still
That makes
there.
sense. Yeah.
That's a storage unit now, right?
I mean, no, it's nothing. It's literally just.
It's just an empty room.
It's just an empty room. It's a pain in the ass.
Andrew moved out, right?
Yeah, he moved out.
So do you still have that lease? Up
Yep.
until it's
still
done.
there?
I was saying if I could live there.
Yeah. How much longer do you have it?
8 months, right, Sid? At the
Wow.
original turnkey? Yeah, 8 months. So if any of you guys want to use it as a
$3,000
space.
a month.
It's 3?
No, it's more than that, but I'll take 3. Like I think three is cool. Like
That'll get.
yeah.
off
I
my
mean,
chest.
I don't mind. Anything's better than nothing at this point.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
I feel like you could get somebody to.
It's a
rent it
good
out.
shop. I don't even know why people are like it's not. It's actually a great studio. It has the brick walls and it has a full AC.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yeah, it has
It's
AC.
got those bathrooms in the front.
Yeah. What else do you want?
A nice piano when you're walking through.
It does have good walls. I'll say that.
Yeah. Well, we had to set up those walls too. We had to paint them.
The white walls
Yeah, because he wanted them to be all white.
for the photos.
Yeah, and then the brick to be cleaned up.
He cleaned up the brick.
I did.
Oh, no.
Well, my guy did.
Oh,
Our shop support,
nice.
more or less. But yeah, anyways. Well, glad to have you guys here. Wyatt,
It's good to be back.
you introduced us to this young man right here who also has been all over social media.
I guess.
You have a fly right here.
Have a
Oh,
fly?
there it is.
No, I don't.
Yeah, who introduced us all over social media. But like, how did you guys even? Because I think even though I've seen you guys hang out, and to me, being on the outside and just being just the manufacturer watching from the window, you guys just kind of happened out of nowhere. Same thing with like the group, the Indie
group.
Goons, right? Is that what it's called? No.
Yeah.
That's like one of them.
That's
You have
like
another one?
adjacent.
Now there's like
adjacent.
Yeah, there's just I don't know.
What's
like
the other one?
Pockets of families all over the place
Yeah.
that just have names.
Indigoons is more like an online
It's just like a group
community.
chat.
Yeah.
Like I don't know. I feel like you people will have like group chats or groups of people. It was just something that we all bonded over denim, selvage denim in particular.
But who
and
came up with that first?
It was like me, my friend Ethan, and our friend Braden, and I forget who said it. Somebody said the name Indigoons,
Yeah.
and then it just kind of stuck from then on, and now there's like 60 people in there.
60 people.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's gotten pretty big now.
Like I've seen some guys on TikTok. I don't know them personally, but I know that you guys know them. It's like the denim guy or something like that.
Yeah, that's
or-
him.
That's Braden.
That's Braden.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so he was one of the people, like, it was just us three for a while, and then just kind of like, oh, add one more, and now it's just like kind of
Oh,
totally
shit.
spiraled out of.
And for us, it was, I guess we kind of met through how we do Hidden Rivet is like our like saying or mission statement is like a piece of me, a piece for you.
Yeah.
And so we always try to do giveaways and try to give somebody a chance who may not be able to afford the jeans or just to kind of build a community through
Oh,
this
okay.
giveaway.
Yeah.
Because regardless, whenever we do a giveaway, people follow and we meet these different people. We talk to them and kind of build connections. And that kind of happened. We took that from like our vintage community over into this stuff. And when we did our first grounded giveaway, he entered and
Oh shit.
he won.
I
And
won the
literally
very
that's how
first one.
it kind of, the friendship formed. And I think since then, it's kind of, what's really kept us together is like these denim hikes that we do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That kind of made it so, for a while, it was like every single week we were doing it. And it was like, kind of kept the friendship close and kind of kept us close. We were always planning it out. Him and I are like, and I think Justin too, are probably the main ones that have shown up to like every single
Yeah.
one.
Oh.
There's a lot of different people that have like come into this group, and whether it's brand owners or just people that are interested in it, I feel like they, one way or another, connect to him and I, and want to be a part of this in a weird, awesome way.
When was that? Like, is that, like,
I think
earlier
we
this
did the
year?
giveaway in
November?
like, it started in November, and I think we announced the winner, him, in December.
Yeah.
We've only been a brand for 8 or 9 months.
That's kind of crazy. I would have never thought that. Because to be honest, like, because he's like the model and stuff, so then like you would think.
Well, this
It's
was
like-
kind of pre.
Oh,
I
pre-model?
I think when I won the giveaway, I had less than 1,000 followers on TikTok.
Oh, so you weren't even the model.
And I
yet.
think I just started posting like fit checks or whatever
Oh.
whatever they were back then. I
And,
just kind of
like-
like showed off my outfit.
So this is okay. So this is like November-ish.
Yeah, of last year.
Last year.
We kind of both were like,
Whoa.
I remember just messaging him and always talking to him and like, both like, yo,
What are you wearing?
we're
today?
growing right now. Like we're both like literally leveling up, doing like what we are passionate about, and
Yeah.
it was cool to like see two people, both of us, looking at each other, growing at a similar rate, but in the same field but different areas.
Yeah.
And it made it exciting every time we'd see each other. There's like more growth that had happened in that 1 week that like allowed us to talk about it and kind of bond over it. And obviously we both like denim, so that was like the easiest thing to bond over.
Yeah, just denim.
I remember
Really?
like we had never met in person, and then you had just come back from New York, right?
We had just met Free Agency, which is our New York residence where we're in a store there. And so Tiger and I were flying back, and he's messaging me in the airport, and like I could tell that was going to be a moment where it was like moving from online to in.
He was like,
in
"Yeah,
person.
let's just like hang out, like come up one day." And I was like, "Okay, cool, I'm gonna do it."
It's like
So
a
I just,
bro date?
Yeah, basically.
Literally.
Yeah,
we,
and we had
we
never
drove
met.
around LA, went to a bunch of different spots together, had a bro day,
That's
and yeah.
And then from then on, it was just like that was it. Like I just kept coming every single. I think literally from that weekend on, I've come to LA every single weekend. There hasn't been a weekend that I've missed.
He lives in San Diego.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because
yeah.
I live 2 hours away.
That's insane.
Yeah, so I make the trek up every Friday, sometimes Thursdays. But yeah, work throughout the week, and then this is like my fun weekend getaway, which is it's still kind of like work sometimes.
Yeah,
But it's
yeah.
like work that I enjoy. It's like fun to do.
No, I mean, yeah. I feel like you're modeling your ass off. Like,
Yeah, I'm trying.
Literally.
but I think it's like a perfect combination because it's like he can model and then he's also into jeans, and then you guys have the close friendship, and then like,
It's nice because, yeah, sometimes models are just like, they show up and they're just like the fit model or whatever. Like they just
Yeah.
look good in the clothes. it's cool to like actually build a friendship over that, and modeling is just like a plus.
Yeah, we'll like hang out and it's like we'll look at the samples together and we'll just look at everything and just geek about it. I'm like, dude, this is so sick. Like,
Yeah.
Anytime
I love this. I love this detail about this pair of pants or whatever it is that we're looking at, and I'm just
Yeah.
like so hyped to see it before anybody else does.
And anytime we get new samples, he's like first person we're showing it to, and like asking him to try it on to see how it looks on him. And it's cool. It's been like an awesome friendship that's grown from this organically.
Yeah. I was gonna say it's almost like he's your muse in a way. Like
Definitely, anytime we're like,
Yeah, like-
Tiger and I are figuring things out, it'll be like, should we get Seth's opinion?
Yeah, it's like unofficial and like,
For sure.
but it does help because you do, these are clothes that we're making and someone needs to wear them, and like who's the person that's gonna be
And I think it's
wearing
cool.
them?
I think I have like a little bit of like an outside perspective sometimes
Yeah.
when they'll show me something. I'm like, oh yeah, I think that'll sell. That's gonna do great or whatever. I don't think there's been much of anything. Maybe a few
Yeah.
samples that I've maybe been like, eh. But I mean,
Yeah.
everything.
Which
They,
ones?
everything.
The shorts.
Oh, okay. The shorts I thought came out hot. It's just
No, the other ones we were developing that kind of just,
the OG 107s.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just, it's first thing that you learn, that you got to go with feeling too. If it doesn't feel
You
right.
didn't like those in the beginning, or what was the idea behind it?
I don't know. I don't know if I had the full thought out idea. I know Tiger did, but part of me always was like kind of questionable about him. And
Who's Tiger again? Nah, it's good.
she's behind the scenes. Just, I don't know. It didn't feel right. Even, it's nothing with you. It was more just us, like vision wise. Does that fit
It feels
what the
personal.
hidden rivet has to offer, and like the style of the hidden rivet? It always just kind of felt like not exactly in that lane.
That kind of happened with Unity too, which is my pant with them.
Yeah.
The first we like saw a piece of denim and he showed it to me and we were like, oh, this is gonna be perfect.
Bring it closer to you. Yeah. There you go.
Is that better?
Yeah.
We like saw a piece of denim and it looked perfect at first. Like we were like, oh, this is gonna be amazing. It was like lightweight and it was like the beginning of
Oh,
summertime,
the first Unity
and we thought it was
pant.
gonna be like the best thing ever. And then as soon as we saw the first sample, we're like, oh, this fit is amazing, like construction wise, but we like low-key hated the denim.
The fabric, yeah.
Oh yeah. The first fabric.
Yeah.
That's kind of how it goes. I feel like you just have to test it and see the first thing, and that will typically, I feel like, tell you the direction to go. And like we met before when we were discussing the pant, and it was like, let's do a lightweight thing. Let's kind of do it like a navy pant. And like, once we saw it in that form, we're like, nah, let's do a little bit like a mid-weight denim that's like true to what we actually like.
We didn't even like. Usually, you would like take a piece of fabric, like a sample yardage,
Yeah.
and then like get a sample made, approve a sample, then go buy. But I remember when we saw the fabric that we chose for Unity, we were like, nah.
Game
We're
over.
like, this is it. This
Yeah.
is it
Yeah.
right here.
Well, not only that. Before that, it was a wraparound.
Yeah.
Yes, yeah. That was always, because he had brought in the reference, which was like the white, like a 50s white sailor pant.
Yeah.
And I had always been like, that's such a cool detail to the pants that there's no outseam. And I feel like it was cool up until we both realized, wait, there's no salvage ID to be shown, and the fit is ever so much slightly different. You can really kind of tweak the fit with the outseams, move to
Yeah.
the front, to the back, or whatever. So it's almost, you have to kind of like trust what you love, and your ideals will get you there. But
Yeah.
Like I still think
Figuring
that
out how to
that
pivot.
design element is cool. Like I wouldn't be opposed to using it on a different pant in the future or something like that. But I just felt like, especially because when we chose this fabric, we're like, we're not gonna put that beautiful orange selvage ID to waste. Like we
I was
we
like, what's
have
the point then?
No, yeah,
Exactly.
exactly. So, and it actually turned out it turned out great. It was the right decision in the end.
yeah.
Well, funny enough is that sometimes we get a lot of people that come in, and we had a client, or we do have a client, who is a lady who brought a sailor pant as a reference, but she had already developed it, and it was a full wraparound.
Oh,
And then to make it even funnier is that she referenced that she was looking for a pair of shorts, and she said OG 107.
Oh, wow.
And the only reason I know is because of you, and I know like what that is. 'Cause
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
like, I'm not a vintage guy. You know, I've learned so much from everyone that we work with, thankfully, that I get to understand and I appreciate the vintage stuff more. But like, I don't know shit about vintage. You
Yeah,
know?
you'd
Like,
think it's like just an army pant, but
yeah.
the OG stands for olive green
Oh, it sounds so stupid.
because they always come in olive green. And then there's a 107 and I think a 507.
Sure?
That
Someone's
is
gonna check you in the
one's
comments.
polyester, one's cotton,
Oh,
and the
okay.
cotton ones are typically button fly, a little bit more sought after in the vintage community.
Oh, yeah.
But it's like a 501. That's like the model number.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I thought that was really interesting because I was like, oh, I know what she's talking about.
I'm sure you being like in the manufacturing scene, you'll have a client come to you, and I imagine all the different items that you make for different clients,
Yeah.
they end up bringing you the same reference half the time, or at least a similar one.
Not as much as you would think. Not as much as you would think. But that one was really particular, like to a T, where we were like, Eric and I were like, oh, this is
the same
like-
one.
Yeah, it's like, I know what you're talking about. But a lot of times, no, they don't. They do a lot of the same style. Like obviously that doesn't matter anymore. But in the early on, we were getting a lot of like mule ear pockets. We were getting so
yeah.
many of them. It was like mule ear with cinch backs and like flaps, and it was like everyone was doing the same thing. It was so bad that we just stopped showing content of like the work that we were doing.
I remember you like I showed up and I'm like, so what are you working on? How are the projects going? And this was
Other one,
at Turnkey.
Yeah, Turnkey.
And
yeah.
you were like, dude, I'm doing so many mule ear
Yeah.
pockets right now that it's hard to like. Each one felt so similar. I remember
Yeah.
you kind of telling me, but
It's like it's everything that you're seeing on TikTok. It's like, oh, it's the flap, and then there's plaid on the inside, and then like a variation of that. And like no, like we're just here to manufacture, but also like I was like, fuck, everyone's doing the same thing.
Yeah.
yeah.
And then also, I don't want another client to feel like,
Like,
I don't
do you
know.
let them see ours? And
yeah,
they-
or something weird. So then
Yeah.
we just stopped showing the mule. We'll show anything else, except for the mule ears, just because it was so much. And then the cinch backs, it was a lot of that.
Yeah.
And
Those
like,
are still around too.
yeah, those are still, but I think it's slowed down just a little bit
Yeah.
For sure.
for the most part.
I feel like we're definitely in like this transitional period right now too, where
Yeah.
like a lot of things are going from baggy to slim.
Yeah, which is what we were talking about earlier. I
Yeah.
think the move on the Unity was like a good one. I think intentional, unintentional.
I remember when we got like the first sample was like amazing fit, but it had that wraparound seam, which is
Yeah.
I think why it looked so good.
Yeah.
And then we got the second sample, and it was like pretty baggy, and I was like, no, I think I want to bring it in a little bit. And then we got the third sample, and it was brought in more, and I like remember most people were like, oh yeah, this is it, this is perfect, and I was like looking at it, and I was like I just want it a little bit slimmer, like just like let's just do one more time.
Yeah.
And then that fourth one, this one that I'm wearing right now, is just like it's perfect. I remember trying it on, I was just like, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted.
Well, that's what I was telling why when we did the sample, the last one, that what you were saying made me feel like I wasn't really confident with the edits that I was gonna make. I don't think it was gonna be enough. And
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what
I remember I came in and you're like, I'm hoping this one's gonna be good. And that like just fit one where it didn't have any
you made the
instruction. just
in
quick
kind of-
sew.
between.
Yeah, it was like a quick sew.
I still have that one. Yeah. I remember when, from getting that like structural sample is what I was telling people that it was,
Yeah.
to like this final one, I would like just put that on at home and just stare at myself in the mirror, and I was like, yeah,
It's
this
like-
is it. This
it's
is
like
perfect.
ass.
I'm like, I can't wait. I was just like
It's like
anticipating
ass.
my
Cakes.
The final one I remember because typically we'd come with him to pick it up.
Yeah.
But that final one we picked up just to kind of speed it up a little bit, and typically he's tried it on first, so that was the one I was trying on first, and I'm like staring in the mirror at the store, and I'm like, yeah, he's gonna like this, and I sent a photo, and you're like, kind of a little bit weary about it.
yeah. I was
like,
like
"You tried it
asking.
on without
I was
me?"
asking. No,
Yeah.
he like sent me a video, and I'm like, okay, like Wyatt's a little bit smaller than me. I was like, it looks good, but I was like asking him all these questions. I'm like, how's the rise? How's
Yeah.
He was like, just
We're sending measurements to each
yeah.
other.
I had Luca measuring it for me, and then basically
balls
He
tight.
put
Yeah,
it on,
yeah.
and he was like, messaged me. He's like, bro, it's perfect. Like, there's not a single thing to change. It's perfect.
I was literally driving up from LA that day, and I like called him, and I'm like, hey, I'm like 10 minutes away, and he's like, I'm like, I'll be at the shop in 10, and he's like, we're at home. I was like, do you have the pants? He's like, yeah, we took them home. And I was like, all right. I was like, can I swing by? He's like, yeah, for sure. So I like drove over to his house. And I remember I got the pants and I was looking at them, and it was like, there was traffic. It was like 15 minutes to the shop where I could change. And the whole time I was just like staring at him in my passenger seat. And then I finally got to the shop and I like just dropped my pants. It was like the windows were open. I was like, I don't care. And I put them on and I was just like, oh my God, dude, like they're perfect.
That's like kind of really cool to hear.
Oh yeah, I was so excited. Jose was with me.
Yeah.
And we were just both like, yeah, this is it, dude. Like,
Jose's the video guy, right?
Yeah.
The guy.
He just bleached hair now. If you see
yeah,
him around.
now he's blonde.
Oh, okay. I met him at your event.
Yeah.
For sure. There's only one Jose, right?
Yeah. He was the one with the camera.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I was like, there can't be that many.
Yeah,
Joses.
I met him through him, and it's just become like, he's like
It was funny.
a great addition to the group. Just
I like
a cool dude.
He like commented on some TikToks, and I was like, this guy's cool. And then my girlfriend Kenzie has like these workshops that she does, and we were out
for what?
They're like mending workshops or embellishment workshops, things like that, because she's really into like sustainable fashion.
Okay, cool.
And we were having one in Venice at Circular Library, and we were all there just like supporting and hanging out and having a good time. And like Jose had been trying to meet me, and I was like, dude, like I'm sorry, I just like so busy. And I was like, hey, come to this workshop, like just pull up. Yeah. And he did. I remember that was like right when you gave me the accordion jacket. I think it was a sample
I gave you it there.
Oh yeah, there.
Yeah.
You pulled up with it, and like that was my first time meeting Jose, and like literally we clicked right away. That goes to show that's like how a lot of our group is, or our like family of
just
friends
like
is. Just like people will come, we'll meet them one time, and then they just are around, and they never go away, and we never want them to, obviously.
Yeah, it's interesting. It's like these hikes and the store has become like this like meeting ground and like a neutral place for people. Yeah. And it's like it takes one time to meet us, and then you're just like a part of this group, and it's awesome. And everybody that's come a part of it is like, whether it's Jose who does video work, and I'm sure a lot more stuff.
Yeah.
But like everybody has their own thing that they do, and it's like I feel like that's why it works so well.
We can all like lean on each other for like their specific area of expertise and
like
things
come in
like
and
that.
help to do
Yeah,
this.
it's nice. And I feel like the shop has become, we were describing it kind of like
Supreme.
Yeah, like OG Supreme store. Like it's a third place, which I think people are lacking right now. But it'll be like after the hike or just a random day, and everyone's there, and I'm like, we'll just put in the group chat, yo, I'm pulling up to the shop. And then like 30 minutes later, there's like 15 of us like eating fruit on the table or something random.
Yeah.
It's great.
And then when that's happening, is the store actually open?
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's been a learning curve for me for sure, is understanding how to like manage the people that are in the store and also the customers that are coming in. And I was talking to Andrew from Pool House, and he was saying like he's watching the Supreme documentary and was like, I just see you guys through TikTok, but it feels a lot like that, and how people they could buy it online on a Friday, but they'd rather show up on Thursday to be a part of this community and meet people that are just like them. Yeah. And that's kind of what, like, even while we're there, I noticed kids kind of come and who know we're going to be there and like kind of join the conversation a little bit. And, but I always try to be not like Supreme in the sense that like they always made me feel weird going into the store.
Yeah.
I always felt judged, and like I was a kid walking in there. I just never felt accepted going in, but like the clothing made me feel accepted in a weird way. But the store now, I'm like, I got to be accepting of everybody, because I know that feeling of feeling like, do I fit in here?
Yeah.
So I try to be welcoming and open to everybody, and it's really like paid off because I have this like amazing friend group that is like family now.
Yeah. So I was wondering like how it would work if like you're a random person walking in.
Well, because I have Levi's customers who are a different age group, and I have brand customers who are a different age group. And
does that kind of throw them off a little bit?
Definitely throws off. It's the Levi's customers are more like women. Yeah. And it's weird. I think I maybe think too into it than it actually is happening. Because I'm like, does this 40-something-year-old woman want to be standing around a bunch of like 18 to 25-year-olds who are wearing baggy jeans and laughing with each other? It honestly doesn't. As much as I think it is a problem or anything like that in the moment, all of those friends end up talking to the Levi's customers and are like, the pants fit you great. They're very
Oh,
helpful. All of
yeah.
them like are folding things up for me. It's like I'll have people all the time, customers who are like, do all of these people work
Your staff
here?
is great.
Yeah,
And
they're
we're
like,
"Oh,
you
no,
have
we
10
work here."
people staffed right now? And
It's
I'm like,
amazing.
no, there's one, and
He's
two people that
upstairs.
just are here, and everybody else is just like wants to help, and it's cool. It's really cool.
Well, that's actually cool because I think without thinking about it, you would think that it would do the opposite of like scare people away, and you're like, oh well, I'm here to buy these jeans, and these kids are here to cause a ruckus and all these things. But in reality, if they could make them feel comfortable,
You're bridging that gap.
yeah, and then you're like, then you just walk in, and then you're comfortable, and then you get to try on stuff, and then you get input from the youth, and then it kind of does this weird thing
Yeah.
that you didn't really think it would do.
yeah,
And I feel like you'd be surprised. Like, you would think like a younger crowd sometimes for the brand would like breed like, I don't know, like crazy ruckus and younger kids, but like a lot of them they're always just very respectful. I feel like one time maybe there's been a weird,
yeah.
but
But-
it's always just very easy going. It's like a kid will come in and is like, oh, yeah, like I saw you on TikTok. We'll have like an hour-long conversation. They buy something and it's like, all right, see you later, dude. And like,
Oh, okay.
It's very it's actually interesting because those Levi's customers were like what I depended on as just a store.
Yeah.
And now as it's kind of shifted, I care more about the brand and I care more about those people because those people end up respecting the store more, they end up respecting the products more, and they end up respecting me more.
Yeah.
There's Levi's people, and this isn't to talk bad on Levi's people,
Yeah.
but there's certain people that will come in and it's very like transactional and it's very like you leave any pants that don't fit, they're just thrown on the floor. They buy it quick and they leave, and they don't
Right,
think anything about what they just went through. They just have their jeans and that's it. Whereas these brand people come in, it's like they're looking to meet somebody, they're looking to have a connection to the store, and it's so much more fun to like talk to them, see what they're doing, see what they're into, see the brands that they're wearing, and like if they went to a pop-up, ask how that was, and like you learn so much about the youth and like what they're into, as opposed to just being like, yeah, the Levi's look great.
I wonder if I could be wrong, but it almost it feels like your clients or the people that are buying your stuff, your community, they're a lot nicer. But I wonder if it has everything to do that everything that happens is like in person. So it's almost like you can't be like you can't be saying stuff online and then pop up to the store. You know, because it's kind of like in your face type of like, oh,
I had some kid message and was like, what's wrong with you? This much money for a t-shirt? Like, how
Oh.
dare you? And I was like, it's all love, dude. I'm sorry that like it may not fit what you think is appropriate for it, but
Yeah.
this is how I'm doing things. And then he sees the giveaway and then he messages and he's like, dude, I'm so sorry for the hateful message. Like, you're actually doing something, you're trying to give back.
yeah.
That's not like me tooting my own horn. I just feel like if you can just always give positivity, no matter what, it's going to come back 10 times over back
Yeah.
to you. So I've really realized how you treat people in this is like treat people the way you want to be treated.
Yeah. Have
Agree.
you had a really bad experience with someone just like,
I
even
have,
though you were
yeah,
nice and then they were just like,
definitely.
Testing your patience?
I'm definitely like a people person or people pleaser to some extent. I
Yeah.
never want to make anybody uncomfortable. I never
of
want
course,
to make.
because same thing with me. Like I want to make sure that you're happy and you're
Exactly,
happy.
yeah.
And like, I just,
And I hate confrontation. I hate things like that because I don't know. I just am not that type of person. But
Yeah.
we've had people come, specific instances where somebody's come into the store and like been completely overbearing. That like I'm looking around at these 10 people of friends that are in the store and they're all like, "What are you gonna do?" Kind
Yeah.
of like waiting for me to go out of character to get this guy out of here. But I don't know. I thought about it a lot. I've had a specific thing that's on mine, but you never know what that guy's going through. You never know why he's
Yeah.
acting that way. And I never want to like judge anybody for being excited because like for all I know, that's like a highlight to them or whatever.
Yeah.
So it was a lot. People can be over the top, but I feel like being calm and nice will eventually move them past.
Yeah, it blows over.
yeah. And I almost feel like sometimes when people get out of character, and like you know how you look around, and then you're like, you guys are seeing this too, right? And then it
Yeah.
almost calms you down.
100%.
Like-
You feel like you're going crazy in some
Yeah, yeah, you're
aspects,
like,
and then
"Oh, shit."
as everybody's like, "You all right? You good?" Like people they were coming up to me like, hey, is this okay? Are you feeling okay?
You're
And
like, no, get him.
and which makes me feel like comfortable because like I'm looking at all of these people that are in store and they're not just there to hang out in the store. They like are also like, I have your back if you need it type of thing.
Yeah.
Not that it was dangerous or anything like that.
That's Katie over here.
But yeah, it shows that like it's not just a place to hang out. I'm their friend too. So
Yeah.
it's a deeper level than that.
Yeah, because I mean, I've had instances where, well, you know, this is what makes our we had a little mishap,
Yeah.
and then
yeah.
you were upset, and then I was in the car with Sid, and then she's like, "Wow, you really handled that well." She's like, I would have
Yeah.
said something back, and I was like, I don't know, like just, it's almost like with enough experience and age and whatever it is, you almost like you understand why the words are coming out of that person's mouth and where it's
Totally.
coming from, that you're just kind of like, yeah, I get
Yeah,
it.
no,
yeah, you know what I mean? Like, and you're just like, totally, like you have every reason to like be upset, or if someone has something foul to say, you're just like, all right. And
Yeah.
very few times will someone like really get you out when you're just like, all right.
Yeah, I had somebody like message about a button falling off. It was like one time,
Yeah.
and he, sent a long message and was like very upset and very like, I'm paying this much money for jeans. This should not be happening, and things happen. Like, and I'm like, at the end of the day, we're using heavyweight denim.
Yeah.
These buttons are meant for a little bit mid-weight to lighter weight. So I don't need to explain that to him. I'm just like, dude, you're right. You paid this much money. This type of thing shouldn't be happening. So I'm sorry about that. And taking ownership almost like
It diffuses the
they're
situation.
like, oh, whoa.
Yeah,
How
okay.
could you even be mad
You
at
don't
someone?
even need to have a solution anymore.
No.
It's like you're agreeing
Yeah.
with him. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, dude, And I don't know, that seems to like really smooth things over and like anything. If you can just kind of like
You're right.
agree, acknowledge, and be like, this is what we're going to do to fix it.
Yeah.
There's nothing to be mad about after that.
No,
They're like,
it's just
okay,
yeah,
there's a
it's just
solution here.
Fixed situation. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's the same on social media too. I feel like you'll see like all these videos with a bunch of hate comments on them, or like people like call you out for X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
And the minute that you like engage with that, and you're like, oh fuck you, dude, or whatever, blah blah blah, you just look stupid. You're giving them the satisfaction they want. But the minute that you're like, yeah, I know, I do look kind of silly in this, don't I, dude?
Yeah.
They're like,
You're like, yeah.
they'll come back. They're like, yeah, bro, I was just kidding, bro. Like, I don't actually mean that. Like,
Yeah, like I'm a big fan actually.
yeah,
Thanks for
no,
talking to
literally,
me.
that's happened before. Like,
Yeah.
I remember I was promoting a product that I wasn't even getting paid for. Somebody just sent it to me, and I was like, oh, I actually really like this product, and I like promoted it on my page. And someone was like, freaking like sell out or something like that, and I was like, oh, dude, like I'm not getting paid for this, but
Yeah.
I'm just trying to share because this is what I use like on the daily. And then he was like, dude, I'm sorry, like I didn't mean that. Like I'm actually a really big fan, and like it means a lot that you commented back, blah 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 blah. And I'm like, and then there you go. Then that situation is diffused.
You're like, why are people like this? Like I don't even understand. It's
Wait.
like there's other ways.
sometimes
to
just
do
want a
it.
reaction, or I don't know.
Yeah,
Sometimes
yeah,
they just
reaction
long
to it.
for it. I don't know.
We had somebody make a video about just our jeans in general being too expensive and the quality wasn't there.
What?
And I'm like, they had never bought a pair. They live in a different country. And it really got to me. And
Yeah.
as I'd send it to friends or whatever, they're like, dude, it's rage bait. Like, he's just trying to get a reaction.
Yeah.
And I was like, yeah, you're right. But he's also talking bad about something I care
Yep.
so deeply on. So we sent him a free pair. And I'm like, just judge it after, like, seeing the product.
Yeah.
Don't just judge it seeing videos. And he made, like, this whole video, and he was like, I'm wrong. These jeans are amazing. The quality is, like, top notch.
Yeah.
And, yeah, that's all it takes. Kindness.
Yeah. I mean, sometimes
And understanding and patience, honestly.
yeah, but I think it's like I had a situation. You guys know about it, where some kid was upset,
Yeah.
and then like they say like hurtful things that to them are just words, but to a business are damaging, right? And it's just like, and it affects us even though the weird part is like when you're on the other side, like as a consumer, and you feel like you could just throw things out there as words. It doesn't, like there's not another human on the other side
Yeah.
that's receiving all those comments, and then you're like, what are all these things? Like we were scamming people,
Yeah.
and the kid was upset and saying all kinds of nasty stuff, and then other people, they say like misery loves company. Other people in the comments were like trying to chime in on it, and then like we had a moment, like myself and like my wife and like Erica, where we were like, what do we do? Because then Erica was like called out on it.
Yeah.
And it's like, all right, well, we're doing our best here, but if something falls through the cracks, it's like, shit happens. But then what do we do? Like, do I make a video like saying like, hey, you know, do I rebuttal? And then that's where like it's hard to kind of like navigate that. It's like, in your situation, you're like, here's a free gift.
Yeah.
And then in some situations, you're
Yeah,
like,
you can't really do that.
yeah, there's like nothing I can.
I remember you asked me if you should make a
Yeah,
video,
yeah. I
and
texted
was
you
like,
the first person I texted. It was literally 6
Like-
o'clock in the morning, and I was like,
knew
I
I
know
was gonna
you're
be
up.
up. Yeah.
I was like, I know you're up. If anyone's up, it's you.
yeah.
And
Yeah,
I-
no, I felt bad because I was like, I could tell that was the first time I had seen you come to me like in that way.
Yeah.
And I definitely felt bad because I know how hard you guys try, and I know how hard you guys all work like nonstop.
Yeah.
So it was frustrating to also, as somebody who like believes in you guys, to see somebody like just saying things from like such a one-sided view,
Yeah.
and there was more you could have done and he could have done.
Yeah.
But I think making videos like that, like that video, that guy shouldn't have made that video. He should have just called you and
Yeah.
had a conversation with you and figured out where the problem was. When you go to social media, I get sometimes you feel like that's your last resort, but
But it should really be the last resort. Like,
really, and it's going to be damaging to your business. You have a reputation that you have to uphold too, and I remember talking to Tiger about it. I was like, it sucks because you're in the business of working with, like, I hate to say it, but you work with kids.
Yeah.
And you're not working with somebody who's experienced in this. Pretty much most of them, I'm sure, are learning as you go. And for somebody who's like just learning,
yeah.
it sucks because it's like we're all learning together, and he could have taken a better approach at it, in my opinion.
Yeah. That's how I feel. And I was just like, what are we supposed to do?
You took the
Like,
high road, I think, in my
Yeah, and that's what I did. And then we were just like, we're not going to say anything. I was like, what's it to respond? And for the record, we sent him all his stuff. The pants actually came out great. They were just sitting on the rack. There's just so many, and in case people don't understand, is that there's so many projects going on. And there's, we have a team, and people that don't know, we have a team of 54. And there's, 4 people managing everything. And even then, it's not enough, so it's difficult. And unfortunately, it is kind of like I told you, we talked about this, where it's like, you do kind of have to be on. What was the thing that you said? You're like squeaky wheel gets the grease or something.
It doesn't matter how big you are. I'm
Yeah.
sure Andrew does the same thing. You got to follow up every single day
All the
almost.
time.
Like you literally you have to be the reminder to be like, I do hems at the
Yeah.
store, and I have multiple hems that like will pile up, and if somebody's not like, I'm thinking about so many things. So if somebody's not reminding me about that one thing,
Yeah, you're like-
it's gonna get forgotten, and it falls on me because it's my responsibility. But there's something about like, this whole thing is about, hey, don't forget, don't
Yeah.
forget, don't forget.
Or just, I had the bare knuckle guys come through, and
Yeah.
like we had a conversation, and they said one of their biggest issues was like, they didn't feel like they wanted to follow up all the time with their manufacturer. But then I also feel like, and I told them, I was like, on the same way, I don't think following up is really a big deal. I think communication is, because an example, Pool House, we talk, like even Sid is like, wow, you guys just talk.
Yeah.
And we just talk. And like, we'll just get on the phone, 8 o'clock in the morning, we'll just rant. And then at the end of the conversation, it's like, so how's production going? And what are we doing? What's next?
Yeah.
That's a follow-up.
Literally.
That's like, hey, what's going on with my stuff? But also, what else are you doing? What else is going on? What about this? What about that?
And yeah, at the end of the day, you're like, if you own a brand or you're trying to start a brand, you're the boss, you're the manager, you're overseeing everything. So if you were a boss at like Target, you're not going to just expect your workers to know what to do. You're going to have to tell them what to do, and like, hey, did you get this done? Because I'm
Yep.
about to do this, and it's communication.
Yeah, that's
Literally.
all it is. And it's part of what the industry is. Like, there's 100 projects. Like, I might have the one, like, if you hit me up, I might have the one on my mind
Right.
that day. And then if there's something else that comes up, then I'm like, oh, fuck.
Right.
Something else happened that I had no control over. And I'm like, what do I do?
And the more you send, like, your projects just start to, it's not just one pair of jeans anymore. At least for us, it's like multiple things. So
Yeah.
there's more things to manage and oversee. So
Yeah, you're like, what about this? What about that? What
Yeah.
about the shirts? And what about the jeans? And what about
yeah,
my sample?
I think it's different too. You're not just like, as a brand owner, you're not just placing an order and then like, okay, it's gonna be here in like 3 to 6 weeks, and that's it. And like, I'll just wait for it. It's not like you're buying something
not
online.
Alibaba.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. it's not Temu or TikTok shop.
Yeah,
It's like
that's what people
you
think.
have have a working relationship. You have
Yeah.
like there's things that happen in the middle of it. Oh, hey, this happened. I need you to come by, check this out, look at this. Does this work for you? Should we make this change? We ran into this problem. Like, even people as big as Andrew with Pool House, or as someone as small as a new brand that wants 50 pieces, it doesn't matter.
Yeah,
Like those same exact things happen no matter the scale. So you should be, not like you said, not following up like every 5 minutes, but have a conversation, have a relationship with your
Yeah,
manufacturer.
because it's the biggest thing, and then it's also like etiquette on following up. We've had clients that we've ended relationships, and believe me, we do terminate relationships, but we do it in a nice way where it's like, hey, this is like this is what we're doing, and this is no longer what. And the truth is that we did move away from a lot of small projects, like 50 unit productions. We stepped away. We don't do any of those anymore, But there are a few clients, that will do it just because you're a good client and you need the 50 units, right?
right.
But then we do move away from certain people just because they don't know how to communicate right, and they're just like demanding. And the craziest part to me is that the guys that are doing 25 to 50 units, they in their minds think that the guys that are doing 1,000 units, like, or 500 or whatever it is, this is how they're supposed to speak, and they're demanding, and like they don't have any idea that that's not even how it works. If anything, the guys that's doing more units is way easier to handle
Yeah.
than the guy doing 25, and he's flipping out over.
I think there's like a mentality of being like this expectation of being a boss
Yeah.
to some extent, that
It's
like,
worse.
oh, I have to be like this, I have to be like that.
You gotta be
and
strict, and you gotta tell people what to do, and like you're a manufacturer, so then therefore I have to tell you what to do, because like you're supposed to. I'm always right, and it's just like, yo, like, where are you guys coming from? Like, this is
and
not.
I'm sure in some manufacturing places that
Yeah,
could
it
work,
works.
but for this one, I've learned at least like patience, respect, and timing is
Yeah.
like all, you balance those, and if you can balance them correctly, you can succeed.
Yeah, exactly, and that's really the biggest thing, because at the end of the day, they're so human here, and like I'm just like you guys.
Literally.
Like, I'm literally a guy just like you guys, and you say something back to me, and I'm gonna say something back to you.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I'm not like an old guy that's just like, fuck, I gotta. It's like, no, but on the other side, this is why we can do cool shit, because like I could wear the pants that you're wearing. Like, I'm wearing my hidden
So,
Rivet jeans,
yeah.
and I could tell you what I like about them, and like why I might be like, I don't think it's a good idea, or maybe we should
Yeah.
switch this, or maybe we should do that, right? Because
I get people coming into the store and we'll look at what we're working on, like just products that we have in store, and they'll always ask where it's made and stuff, and I tell them about you, and they'll be like, oh, is it just kind of like one of those places? And I'm like, no, it's not one of those places, whatever. This guy understands what we're trying to do. He understands how to work with a younger generation, which is like rare in this business, I
Yeah.
feel like, and so vital for my growth. Like, I wouldn't be able to show up to a place where somebody's been doing it for 25 years and like maneuver the way that I have.
Yeah.
I think it works well because we're in a similar age range.
Yeah.
And you're used to working with younger people, and you get that there's an idea behind it instead of just money. And I feel like I remember Andrew said it, like, Eli is a business owner, but he also has this creative side to him, and that's what helps him with all of this.
yeah, there's a lot of creative side to it, because
Yeah,
I'm still like
yeah.
feeding my own.
Of course, dude.
And then once we put the turnkey machine behind it,
Yeah.
it's great. It's like, oh, you want units?
I think
Then
it's
we
great.
could
Gotcha.
scale. Yeah, and
Like-
it's like, oh, we got you.
When we were designing Unity, and you were going through like each sample with me every time you would give me one, and you were like, oh, this is how we created this, and like, check out this is why this shape is like this. And in my head, I'm like, I have a vision for what I want them to look like, but how do I translate that to
Yeah.
a pair of jeans? I didn't know, so you helped me out a lot with that, which was great. And you were saying, oh, you're gonna get room here when you increase this size, so are you sure you want this to be here? And like, those are all things now I know. I'm like, oh, that's great. I see that on different products that you've made when I'm looking at them, but before I was like, oh yeah, like you have even taught me stuff just in the few months that I've known you,
Yeah.
making this one pair of jeans together that is, oh, Am I touching your heart?
Yeah,
Sorry.
you're right.
I've learned everything literally from here.
Tell me everything I've.
Yeah,
I had an idea, but I didn't know
Yeah.
anything
Mhm.
until being here. And I have people like that come in and they're like, how'd you do this or whatever? And I'm like, you just got to do it and you're going to learn. Like, I don't know how else to say it. It's like you literally just have to jump into the pond
Yeah.
and start swimming.
yeah. Sink or swim.
Literally.
And don't be
That's the way
afraid
I
to
was
make
taught.
something and not like it.
Yeah, that's true. But I think the sink or swim thing is really true.
Do you ever take it personally when you make a sample and you like it and they're like, nah?
He's
No,
like, I love the first pair of Unity.
Yeah, he's like, when I made that first pair, I wanted you to keep it.
No, I don't think it's been that way. I think I've made something. No, you said
Like, have you ever
if I
made
liked something and I liked it and they didn't.
Yeah, like you make a sample and you're like, dude, this thing is sick. Like, you give it to them and they're like,
They're going to love it. And then they're like, oh, I hate
no, like I don't really like this, dude. I want to change this, and this.
I think maybe that's only happened maybe one time. I'm trying to think when, but hardly ever.
Yeah,
Not to toot my own horn, but like no, not that many times.
you can toot it.
A lot of times, like I'll like something and I'm like, I'm trying to think. Has it ever happened with us? Like,
No, I remember you like showed us the first ever sample of Grounded, and you're like, I remember being like, whoa, this is like, it's identical to what like we had dropped off, and you're like, yeah. How do you feel about the gusset? I could tell you were kind of like leaning, like you could tell I was probably gonna pull away from it.
Yeah.
And like there was like a coin pocket in the waist at the
oh
waistband.
yeah.
And you're like, just so you know, those details might be add to the price a little
Yeah.
bit. It might be a little more tricky, but we could do it. And we were like, nah, let's scratch. And you're like, okay, cool.
Yeah.
But I don't think you were like caring about the.
No, that one I
gusset.
just cared more about, like, because the biggest thing is like price too. Like,
Yeah, of
we're also
course.
making clothes, and at that time, it's different now. Now we could add a fucking gusset. Could add a gusset to the fucking knee.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
doesn't really matter. but
It is funny to think about that time versus
now.
this. Yeah, that which was only a few months ago, but like you said, so much can change in 4 months.
Yeah, but like those type of things, and to be honest, because it comes from me knowing that I had my brand before, that all those things can make or break, because that's really how you make it. People ask, they're like, oh well, like with the pool house stuff, it scaled so fast, right? But it's just because there's certain decisions you have to make. Like we're able to make certain decisions, scale,
Yeah.
and like if the difference of adding a gusset was like a couple of bucks and doing this, and then the jean goes up in price, and like maybe you don't have that much at the moment, like all these things
Right.
could break something or like not let you get the product out. And what's important in the beginning is getting whatever the vision out. No one's gonna pay attention to a gusset.
I remember, when you had said that, Tiger and I left that meeting, and she was like, well, what do you think? Should we do the gusset? Should we not do this? And I'm like, I think he's just looking out for us as new people into this
Yeah.
business, that he's just being like, this might cost more, but you could do it this way. So it's like you're looking out for us is what it felt like.
Yeah, and that's what it is. It's just
Yeah.
like I don't. The gusset's cool, but if it adds a couple bucks and like the price goes up for something that you're like, whatever's.
Yeah.
Then I'm like, hey, if we could switch away from it until it's the right time, or unless you're really sold on the gusset. If the gusset does
Right.
something weird with heavy fabric, and that's also like a learning thing too. It's just like heavy fabric on the gusset doesn't work out. It just creates a lot of bulk in between your legs.
Yeah.
The gusset.
The gusset. Yeah. But anyways. Well, honestly, I had a good time having a conversation, us three, just
Yep.
chit-chatting. Now we're going to have a little conversation with my Mexican brother over here. Are you Mexican?
Yeah. Hashtag Latino.
Latina.
Hashtag Latino.
Wyatt's Mexican.
Just don't say
Honorary.
Just don't say Latinx. Cause
No, not Latinx.
not
No,
Latinx.
no.
Wyatt, thanks for having. Thanks
you.
for being on the pod.